Because you want go. When up on your body, so get punch out. When nobody that way, oh. 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 See the color they want to know. Kapre no mani testa, como como. Kasi wanga prena panyumba. Kasi prena tisu get punch out anyway. See the color they want to know. Kapre no mani testa, como como.
Pamwamba palusaka, yeah. Tichilina, pamwamba palusaka, ndilina banzanga, valizira poche banjo, ndilina banzanga, valizira poche guitar. If a rooftop somewhere. If a rooftop somewhere.
I'm on a rooftop.
Belinda de Kulina. Jambabu.
Yeah, Belinda de Kulina Mayo. Yeah, Belinda de Kulina Mayo. Mucha ni finchi fiango na ula pantu defio na lifi. Ala le muevo finchi fiango na ula pantu defio na lifi. Yon sensangwa palutito pu. Ea, 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 ea. Monse na kenyi wanu. Ea, 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 ea. Somebody babo kafidikanda pendalo mabo. You are watching Rooftop with Kenny Wanu, Imomwe Wantu, Tenayo. Somebody baba kafirikanda penda na mabawa. Kale mina de doctor selago.
Muri iyi nyimbo sindine shaka. Ndine bagayi bajabana muganiza. I am the mind that give birth to the character. I am the bread that give life to a predator. Hey yo, it's your boy J.O. aka J.O. Nichikali. And I'm on the rooftop. Blah!
Hang on my monandishana, shining a valesa. Hey, man, fish up and no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hang on my monandiba, Jimbila valesa. Hey, man, fish up and no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hang on my monandisama, Saminwa valesa. Hey, man, fish up and no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Till I lose my valesa. Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale sa, yeah, Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale sa, yeah, Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale sa, yeah, Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale sa, yeah, Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale saluse. Lucelva vale saluse, Lucelva vale saluse. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. One more time. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Valiga twende, valiga twende, wa Jesu balakuita kunjila. Valiga twende, wa Jesu balakuita kunjila. Valiga twende, valiga twende, wa Jesu balakuita kunjila. Valiga twende, wa Jesu balakuita.
Back-to-back performances, that's music of Mark B3, or should I say B3 at the time, coming from the album Umutima Wandi. That's a song entitled Uluse, as well as Barika Barika, if you like. Welcome to today's episode of The Rooftop. I'm your host and I'm yours truly, Ken One, standing on top of Lusaka City. Trust me, guaranteed entertainment on this show is what we do best. Remember, we get to throw you back to the early days of Zambian music just to get you reminiscing, to show you how Zambian music has evolved. And my guest on today's show, very excited, we're doing a gospel touch. I'm talking about Mark B3. They were a duo, actually three, he'll be coming to clarify, called B3, Obviously, we know that the brother Marvin left us, but he is continuing with the gospel and ministering. And alongside him was one of the prominent producers. I'm talking about Honorable, playing a guitar for him. You do well to be part of the show. Make sure that you utilize your social media, Facebook, which is the Rooftop with Ken One. Come through and make your request. You can also buzz your question with regard to whatever you would like to know about my guest. Now, coming from the Broken Hill town, I'm talking about Kabwe, that's where Mark B3 was raised. We'll be getting to find out about his journey of music and how he's evolved over the years. He released his latest album, I should be able to call it Real Men Pray, which did very well. We'll be touching best on that as well. Having that said, enough said, a lot of videos also lined up for the show, on the show for you. But let's take a break, and after that, I shall be able to engage my guest.
I say ndai pukuta. Yo, this is Kayambo as the king of the dance floor. And this is General Ozzy.
Relax. Original General Ozzy Pandikis. Right about now, you're checking out Rooftop alongside
Dr. Professor Difficult and Dr. Bicklon.
Skibbity band skang.
Showdown, turn it up one time, turn it up one time. man shishi vene bo fintu le foya. Share this to the tumba tumba. 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 Share this to the tumba tumba.
Welcome back. Flight Rooftop is where you're at, and I'm your captain, and I'm yours truly, Ken One. Right now, we get to engage my guest on the show, raised from the Broken Hill town of Kabwe. I'm talking about Mark B3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Ken, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing, man?
Good. I like your swag. I know that you're always on point. Shoes on point. I hope the pockets are on point too.
Of course, of course.
All right, it's good to officially welcome you on the show, Mark B3. I hope you don't have height phobias. Are you good with? No height
good?
phobias.
I'm good.
All right. So you opened the show with a song that actually took over the airwaves, and I'm talking about
Oluse and Balika Balika.
Yes. Which album was it?
That's Wemtima Wandi.
All right. Take us back to you as B3. I know there was you and your twin brother Marvin, and I'm reliably informed that you were three. Just give us a picture of how B3 started.
Okay. B3 was formed way back in Kabwe, way back in the 60s. Then Ken One, you were not born. That was formed in Kabwe. That was should have been 2001. Of course, that was me, Mark, and of course my late brother Marvin, and there's a guy called Newton Koma. He was a very good friend of ours. We grew up together, and so the trio made B3.
Okay.
Yeah. So the B stands for blessed, and then the 3, the number of people who were in the group then.
Okay.
Exactly.
Coming from a small town, called Kabwe, how easy was it to push the music? How difficult or how easy was it to just make sure that you push the music to the limit where you pushed it?
No, Ken One, you know how it goes? It wasn't easy. It was very difficult, yeah. Because even then we had a lot of musicians living in Kabwe. We had 14 Nyondo. We had, I remember we had quite a number of them who were singing. So to pull through wasn't really easy. But Kabwe being back then in the days, there was too much activity, like shows everywhere, practices and rehearsals, and of course pretty much in the church. We grew up in the church, so for us rehearsal wasn't a problem. So we had time to rehearse and that kind of thing.
All right.
So it wasn't really difficult. It was hard, but not really hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. There was a time that you took a laid-back seat when it comes to music, and Marvin, on the other hand, was the one that was pushing the brand B3.
Exactly.
Promoting music. He was still doing music, and on the other hand, you were not so much pushing the music. What was happening?
Well, I had a problem marrying the two, music and work, because I was working. And then, of course, I was working out of town. Then I remember I was in Siavonga, and then for me to come there was a bit of a hassle for me. So then we had to keep the name going. So then I kind of took a back seat, and Marvin was in the front seat trying to push things around in Lusaka and stuff like that. But I was still involved in a way. If I remember having time, then if I have time, I would still come back to Lusaka and do 1 or 2 things. Yeah.
Okay. All right. How's been life after the demise of your twin brother, Marvin?
Well, it's not been very easy, but then life has to go on. Life has to continue, and B3 has to continue. Whether I'm the only one or the two of us, but B3 has to continue. Yeah.
All right. Let's get to this part. What's the worst rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
The worst rumor? Yeah, quite a number of them, quite a lot. People talk and you can't shut them up. So
tell me one before I pick one for you.
You can pick one for me because they're quite a number.
There's a lot of criticism when it comes to gospel music, because obviously you guys are boxed and expected, to behave in a certain standard. There was a lot of media talk, a lot of rumors that you and other gospels alike go to the clubs to perform. You guys take alcohol. What is your reaction to that?
First of all, before I answer that question, I would love to say you cannot separate the gospel and the so-called secular. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is very clear. Christ did not come for people who are well. He came for the sick. So you see, people are very quick to judge. The moment they see you maybe hang out with, say for example, K1 sings secular, and then if they see me hang out with you, then it becomes a problem. Remember in the Bible, there's a prostitute who went to cry on Christ's feet, and Christ would pick their thoughts, and people were saying, what is he doing here? Because she wasn't worthy to be in that meeting because she was a prostitute, she had too much sin. But then Christ said, believe you me, her sins have been forgiven. It's because Christ had no condemnation, regardless of whoever that person was. So it doesn't matter where the person is coming from, but you know, we need to intermingle so that if we have the light, we can share the light. So on that particular point, I've heard quite a number of rumors from the public that, but then we're not going to separate. I mean, the Bible says, don't be equally yoked with the unbelievers. To be equally yoked is to be together always. But then you can be together, so you can preach the Christ that you have. You can preach the Christ that we sing about. So my reaction to that, to cut a long story short, is that we don't go to the clubs and we don't drink alcohol. But then people cannot stop us from mingling with secular artists. I'll give you an example. I know a number of secular artists who are my friends, and I'm not going to stop talking to them simply because I'm a gospel artist. Then if I stop talking to them, who's going to share Christ with them? You know what I'm saying? So you know that too many talks, especially about the gospel and stuff, but one thing people have to realize is that we are not angels, we are also human beings, and we are bound to make mistakes. Okay. So if you make a mistake, people must come in to correct you, you know, and not to condemn you, say, no, tuali shibe, and stuff like that, you know? Because people are so much quick to judge and to bring you down and to weigh you down and, you know, stuff like that.
As a gospel artist, how do you handle such criticism? Because I know, obviously, you know, there are some gospel artists that have not received these rumors very well, and they end up being grounded, they stop doing the music. What's the best way to react to such harsh rumors as a gospel artist?
K1, I'll give an example. Having been in the industry for quite some time now, like for more than 10 years, way back I used to, you know, like if I hear any word, I would want to go there and point out whoever was saying and maybe talk back at them. But that's not supposed to be the case. I think I'm kind of used now. You know, I'm kind of used now when people speak, I just brush it off like nothing was said about me and stuff like that. Yeah, and then even Christ himself, even by doing right, people still criticize him. Okay. He said all manner of bad things about him, but he never went back there and said, no, you are Shande Philip Palina and stuff like that. He just went on to do his business. Okay. So if my focus is to minister the gospel, I'm going to be focused, and regardless of whatever I said about me, I'm not going to turn my head and talk back at whoever is looking at me and stuff. But my focus is here, and I'm going to be focused. Okay. That's how it goes. Yeah.
You are a great artist, a great vocalist, and you've done a lot of works that people have appreciated. And I know that you were recently signed under the Namibian label, Dinaf Entertainment. What has been the deal, you know, going forward? I know that you dropped your album under that Real Men Pray. Tell us what's been ongoing with, you know, the Namibian deal and what people expect going forward.
Okay, last year I was signed under a label called Dinaf Entertainment. That's Namibia. Dinaf is like a brother to me. Dinaf is the biggest gospel artist in Namibia, and he's been very helpful. I actually knew him after my brother Marvin passed away. That's when I knew him. And then he's been very helpful. He signed me under his label. I did an album. After I finished Marvin's album, then I did an album called Real Men Pray Volume 1. And that was under Dinaf's Entertainment label. Okay. Yeah, but I'm currently working on a new album called Real Men Pray Volume 2, which is not under Dinaf Entertainment label. I have a few people who are behind me, helping me to, you know, to put things together financially and stuff like that. My manager, Kester, you know, my friend Morris, of course, Bishop Rodney, Trickster, and I've got a new songwriter, Mike. And of course, I have Mr. Moses Banda, who is like helping me financially, and Mr. Samu Mpundu. These are people who are, you know, like helping me to put things together. You know, you can't do this thing alone. So all these people I've mentioned are really helping me to put things together to record my almost done album called Real Men Pray Volume 2.
Okay, great. It's been good having you on the program. But before I let you go, is Mark B3 married?
That's a very difficult question to answer.
It only takes yes or no.
Okay, no, not anymore.
All right, not anymore. We'll leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. I've been hosting Mark B3 on your #1 entertainment show, and I'm talking about the Rooftop. Right now, we go straight to the stage, and he gets to perform another beautiful gospel tune entitled Niweweka alongside Besha Rodney on the guitar. Look out for the challenge shortly.
Hi, this is Danny Kaya. You're watching The Rooftop with K1 Kafka.
Anaka, ifya kumumamuma. Iwe lyonse kumupuma na pashili no mulandu. Iwe lyonse kumupuma na patuntu fyotwa chawe. Yeah. Hi, my name is Judy, yo, and you're watching The Rooftop with Ken One. Yes, it is what it is.
Fishing inga lombainde, fishing inga kabila, fishing inga lomba, gamalinji puishele sawandi, temayanda awe, techuma iyo, temukashana iyo, teba motoka awe. Elonde kabila mwebo, mwele sawandi, ni mwebo fya mweka ndefwaisha. Niwe weka mfaya, niwe weka mfaya, niwe weka mfaya, niwe weka mfaya. Oh oh, niwe weka mfaya, niwe weka mfaya. Niwe weka fire, niwe weka fire, niwe weka fire, niwe weka fire. Listen, gefyan sebola, hekabela menshi, hefyon no mutima wandi, ukabela iwelesa, deku fireless. Diko kamila yawe na fyonse fyona kwataine na mano yandi yeah no mutima wandi yeah ndekufa yawe niwe weka mfaya niwe weka mfaya niwe weka mfaya niwe weka mfaya, 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 niwe weka mfaya.
Whenever I hear that rip vibration, just you understand mwana go para ponena. Mwana wansansa don't you never wise bakabiri ko para commander. Here to give you all the best. Come on, Zambian people, you chill up. If I die, we're gonna see this, we're gonna hear this. Nobody but hear me, King Dandy. Vice Toto. Ken One in the building.
Beautiful vocals coming through from Mark B3 on acoustic alongside Besha Rodney on the guitar. Continue buzzing us up on Facebook. The Rooftop with Ken One is a page that you have to like so that you can join the wagon and let us know from which part of the country you are watching the show from. Right now, we take you on that serious entertainment as we take you to the challenge with Mark B3. Enjoy.
chabe. Fast, kamba na makaite.
This guy is very heavy, man. I got Corolla and I got pushing. The child finish.
Up on the top. K1, up on the top. With my man K1. Kola Wimpe. Kola Wimpe. Girl, remember when we stuck in the park, talking all day until it was done. I'll never forget, what it was, it was the last day. And I wish you a brighter day, hoping everything's going your way. I'll always miss your lovely kissing, bring such sweet memories. Uchitamonga siuvuna, na kuona iwe. Kanjita ule faya, hey. Romantic as this evening, say hi, you got me feeling you don't want me, that's a lie. Though my life is like full of misery, I'm busting free, I'm gonna make you happy. You know me, come go with me. Zambia's most romantic man, who's gonna love you baby with a passion, my affection. Got you screaming out my name, like in a football game. Baby, I'm on my way, as we party till Kwachangwe, night and day. Reminiscing playing to the day, Kokoriko, like that is in my say. Me I go jump on you, girl, like a compwe. Up on the way. Thank God it's a brand new day. Up on the way. Thank God it's a brand new day.
So entertainment at its best, and that's what we do best on the Rooftop with Ken1. Don't try this at home. You might, fall on the other side. That was a challenge with my guest on today's show, and I'm talking about Mark B3. I have to go. It's been an exciting episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to Grantech Media, for the hands on this show. Thank you to Grantwell. Thank you to Frederick. Thank you as well to David. All these are part of the media team. Thank you so much for your hands on this show. I've been your host. Until next time, same space. I'm yours truly, Ken1. But remember that Rooftop, elasti bagam.
Temperature, unique. In the place, unique one. Umalengeza mubili wimilile, umalengeza nta wimilile, ima, temperature patupipanga. That's why nilinayo. Umalengeza mubili wimilile, umalengeza nta wimilile, ima, temperature patupipanga. That's why nilinayo. The machine kumuamba, hapa kama mbio. Atila mo chocolate jangala tigwa. Then, muluma bwela tila pansi. Waloka monga mbula mumutima mwanga. Nikangiwa no kamba. Kakulanga momenso mami. Nikangiwa no pema. Kapendela pafupi sweetie. Vili monza vidu vena nifuna. Uma nipasa suma siya tena sana nivutike. Kundi kwanzi kwele nifuna. Nima yenda in a just as long as nilina iwe. Umalengeza mubili wimilile, umalengeza nta wimilile, ima, temperature patupipanga. That's why nilinayo. Umalengeza mubili wimilile, umalengeza nta wimilile, ima, temperature patupipanga. That's why nilinayo. Kambega tuni bantu bonse banjenje, mama mbungulu mepasiko bonse bamachama. Nagona kalombra ngeti kwa zizila, nakuyewa mumutima wanga nalila. Wela unikwileko, wela unikateko, wela unifundise. Kokotoba ekafega nishimwe kwapya, suwana nichaya kumutuna kwa. Wantu wa mafuna manzio zizila, kapena mutima wanga unga zizile. Inele mankala dikiteji, iwe ni mafuna teri. Inele mankala dikiteji, iwe ni mafuna teri. Dande, crazy moi. Umalengeza mubili wimilile, umalengeza nta wimilile, ima, temperature patupipanga. That's why nilinayo. Umalengeza mubili wimilile, umalengeza nta wimilile, ima, temperature patupipanga. That's why nilinayo. Kwapya, ulibya dijuni, ulibya dikwapya, ulibya dijuni, you my ice cream.
chapa tukipanga. That's why nili na iwe. Umalengeza mubili wimilile. Umalengeza nta wimilile. Ima ima kempri chapa tukipanga. That's why nili na iwe. Umalengeza mubili wimilile. Umalengeza nta wimilile. Ima ima kempri chapa tukipanga. That's why nili na iwe.
Golden records, hits of today, tomorrow, and the other days to come. Serious business.
Nati sembeni na velela, nati amai mwe vivaba, ambidi enzo kamba, kutine ni kwatile, manjine ni nakana, chifukwa sinenzo mvela, nkunkala na umuzi, inesi na kwanise, ikomache kuchinjamo, apo inenenzo utela, manje chinanda pwisa chakuti neona mbodwala, makelo wonse waja, ine bananitaba, sina ziwe pona ngani ndani anani pasa ntenda, kufunsa Mary, awe, kufunsa Judy, awe, kufunsa Febi, awe, amai vibaba, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, nati sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, anzanga ose mwandi, awe musani seke, ivi vintu vichitika, elo futini nomo, nanga mukani seka, azan kushikandani, nanga mukani tava, azani pipandani, kuchoka lero anzanga, nifuna mupunzile, volumpa mweho, vimaletelela, ikumbelela makolo, ikumbelela na antu, ukumbela advice, ayo ndiye mankwala, yonkala pano ziko, kwanta widali, yonkala pano ziko, kwanta widali, amai mevibaba, mwana wanga tenzo kuza, atata mweva vimba, ti mwana wanga weteka, nati amai mwevibaba, mwana wanga tenzo kuza, ti atata mweva vimba, ti mwana wanga wetekanya, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, nati sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, ambidi enzo kamba, kutine ni kwatile, manjine ni nakana, chifukwa sinenzo mvela, nkunkala na umuzi, inesi na kwanise, ikomache kuchinjamo, apo inenenzo utela, manje chinanda pwisa chakuti neona mbodwala, makelo wonse waja, ine bananitaba, sina ziwe pona ngani ndani anani pasa ntenda, kufunsa Mary, kufunsa Judy, kufunsa Febi, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, nati sembeni na velela, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, sembeni na velela kaleza, sembene sina dwale, nati amai mwe vibaba,
atata mweva vimba nati amai mwevi baba mwana wanga tenzo kuza ti atata mweva vimba
Mukazi wanga, when up on your body, so get